I'm unable to hear you,
This
Master.
meeting is being recorded.
Hare Krishna devotees.
Hare Krishna, Master. Yeah.
Hare Krishna everyone. Today we are going to go through second chapter. So second chapter is called the summary of Gita summarized, which also means entire Bhagavad Gita we will be completing today itself. You will be asking then why 18 chapters? Because for people like us, if a summary alone is not sufficient, so we need to go through again. Also, one more very important thing is this particular chapter, there are certain concepts which Krishna repeats only once. So please pay attention and let's dive into chapter 2. As usual, if anybody would like to read, can keep your hand raised. Let's start with Mangalacharan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Om Anyanatimurandasya Jnananjala Chalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dadati Swapadatikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopeshu Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patidana Pavanebhyo Vaisavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vatsadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna devotees, all ready? So shall we start? So as
Hare Krishna.
thank you, Hare Krishna. Yes, Anuja, you can start reading. And more, many can take turns because there are 72 shlokas and totally this is the second largest chapter. 18 chapter has 78 shlokas and this has 72. So what is it called? It's called Gita Saramsha, which means summary of Gita sum, right? So it's the entire thing. So let's have a quick recap of chapter 1. So Dhritarashtra's inquiry is 1.1, right? So what does it mean? It means that Dhritarashtra is Makurva, right? What are they doing? He is starting with the inquiry, right? We saw that Dhritarashtra uvacha dharma kshetre kurukshetre samavedanta utsava mamaka pandava cheva kurvaka sanjaya. So he is asking that. And then Duryodhana's fear, right? Duryodhana is so scared and he is trying to motivate his team and himself that nothing to worry and we have such powerful stalwarts in our side. And third one is between 12 to 19, blowing of conch shells. Hridayani Vyadarayat means it shattered the hearts of the, when Krishna, blew his conch shell Panchajanya, it's a sound vibration and he already won the enemies because it created fear. Fear is the biggest enemy, right? Whereas no such thing was seen when, Duryodhana's team and even when Bhishma blew, such a thing was not observed. And what about Arjuna's observation 20 to 27? He actually had told, please take the chariot, Steneyor Ubayor Mate, middle of that, please take my chariot, right? And we also saw Krishna as Bhaktavatsala. He was constantly obeying strictly rules and orders given and told to him by his devotee who is Arjuna. Gandhivam is his special bow. And finally, Krishna is spoken only once in the first chapter, which is 1.25. When his mind starts thinking, he says, behold Arjuna. But as usual, like us, Arjuna also didn't hear what Krishna was saying. And finally, Arjuna, reasons not to fight, there are 4 reasons. Now chat box is open, so you can go ahead and tell me what are the reasons for Arjuna not to fight in the first chapter. I know 5 reasons, but 4 in the first chapter. So can anyone tell? You can tell, you can unmute or you can type.
First one is sin,
Okay.
family tradition,
Okay.
No enjoyment.
Compassion.
Yes.
Perfect. Compassion. So first one is compassion actually. Why I'm
And
going
one
by
is
order is
indecisiveness.
yeah, indecision comes in second chapter, which we will see today. So this compassion coming first. Why am I insisting on the order? Because Krishna also goes systematically. So this reminds me of college when we used to ask, especially in management, when we ask doubts, right? We will ask 4 doubts, but we get only 1 answer. I don't know about you all, but we always used to have that experience. So many questions of us are not answered. Whereas here you see Krishna systematically answers every question. Am I the only one? Or even in your school and your college also, your teachers are like that. 5 questions, only 1 answer. Yeah. Okay. So let's dive in. So let's see what Krishna says. A quick recap we saw, which you all already told. So compassion, no enjoyment, sin and family tradition. And indecision we are going to see here. Now 2.7. So 2.6, he faces indecision and he says, I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. I'm unable to decide. Why is he confused? Because should he fight like a Kshatriya or should he give up because he's feeling very compassionate? Should he follow his heart or his mind? Until yesterday, we were all supporting totally Arjuna, right? Arjuna is right. That was our conclusion. So let's hear in chapter 2 what Krishna says, and the end of second chapter, we'll see who's right, whether Arjuna or Krishna. So in 2.7, Arjuna he surrenders to Krishna. So it goes like this, Hare Krishna. Karpanya dosho prahata swabhava prichami tvam dharma sammuda chetah ikshreshan nichitam brumi tanme shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Hare Krishna.
Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all the composure because of weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me clearly what is best for me. Now I am your discipline and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So before this starts, initially 2.2 and 3, right? The relationship between Arjuna and Krishna are more like cousins and friends. So Arjuna, when he says this, Krishna gets upset and he actually tells, Kashmalam dam, right? Which means impurities have come. Klesham, impotent. Imagine these kind of very strong words he's using against Arjuna. Why? Because cousins, friends, we also scold, no, are you dumb? Right? That stand we take. Arjuna is also the cousin in the initial stage. But here, the moment he surrenders, Krishna's relationship with Arjuna switches. Krishna becomes the guru and Arjuna becomes the subordinate. So now the tone of Krishna will change. See this picture given by the devotee, it's drawn by a devotee. Krishna is smiling because he understands finally Arjuna is surrendered, right? So he is now going to become the spiritual master. Hare Krishna. Yes, Hare Krishna.
I believe that he works when your vision is impeccably perfect. So who is Krishna?
Hare Krishna. Request everyone to mute yourself. Thank you. So everyone said seeing is believing, right? And I'm going to take a special bridge class on this on the 4th day, which is Friday. So now what is happening? What I see, right? What I see only works perfect. But is our vision perfect? If our vision is perfect, then I'll agree. Why? Now, what do you see here? What do you see here? Can anyone tell what do you see? Hare Krishna.
Light.
Okay. Now let me ask you, what do you see now?
Clouds. Tree. Parrot.
Why did you tell this in the beginning? When I asked you, what did you see? Why did you not tell me parrot and you were only telling clouds?
We were not able to say at that time. When you zoom in, we are able to see.
Yes. So our vision is imperfect. So for a distantly available thing itself, we are not able to see. So in my room, which I know so well, if there is no light and I get up in the middle of the night, I won't know where my phone is or my earpod is, and I have to really, become a blind person, right? So that is the power of Krishna. So who is Krishna? That for us, it's going to take long. Now let's see Krishna's answers to each question. So answer 1. What is the question 1? What is the question? What is the problem one? Let me take that way. What is the first issue Krishna had to resolve with Arjuna? What was the first thing? Out of the 4 plus 1, 5, what was the first issue? What was the first?
Compassion.
He's going to give an answer for compassion 2.11 to 30. Hare Krishna. In 2.13, Dehinosmin yatati kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhirastatra namulyati. Hare Krishna.
As the embodied soul continually passes in this body from the boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. The self-realized soul is not bewildered by by such a change. Hare Krishna.
So clearly you're reading. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So can you see their soul? We keep telling they are in the same body. So were you in the same body? Was your body the same 10 years ago? Right? You would all probably be, 8 years, 7 years, 6 years, 10 years. Was it same 10 years ago? Can you tell me your eyes was same or your face was same? Even your hair. Can anyone say I was just the same? You may tell you were resembling, but were you just the same 10 years back?
No.
No. So the soul continuously keeps changing, even in this body, and even scientifically. Now I'm going to bring science. Every 7 years, all your cells are dead. So that means every 7 years, you're a new person technically, right? It's because it completely, regenerates itself. So that is what it says. So a self-realized soul is not bewildered because he knows just like how it changes. Why are we telling this? Because Krishna wants to tell him, don't be passionate about the body because body constantly changes and you are worried about, oh my God, my uncle, my grandfather, my cousins, the soldiers, because they have anyways changed. And why are you worried about all this is what Krishna is telling Arjuna. And still he continues in, 2.11 to 30. Hare Krishna. Nainam chintanti sastrani. Nainam dahati pavakah. Nachainam kledayantapo. Na soshayati marutah. Hare Krishna.
The soul can never be cut into pieces by any weapon, nor can be burned by fire, nor moist by the water, nor withered by the wind. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So very clearly saying the soul, it cannot be cut or it cannot be burnt. Today we have a lot of these nuclear weapons. Even those nuclear weapons cannot destroy the soul. So these are the qualities of the soul. And the soul, size of the soul is, does anyone, okay, you all are first batch, right? Is 100, like you take the tip of the hair, cut it 100 times, and that one portion you cut it again 100 times, which means 1 by 10,000 size of the tip of this hair is the size of the soul. Who says it? It is very much there in the Shastras. Not just one, but many. Right? So now, see, look at the situation, right? So we were feeling so sweet about Arjuna, but look at Krishna's situation. Oh my God, imagine we are all in the field and, we are all sitting there. Imagine it's like your Pakistan border. We are all there thinking the military general will go fight and he says, oh, I'm feeling very compassionate. I'm not going to fight. What will you tell? Oh my God, my family is in stake. My life is in stake, right? That's exactly what Krishna is going through. Same likewise. Just imagine your best friend comes to your class. She's really smart, intelligent. She writes exam. She takes a pen and she looks at you 1 minute before. I'm not confident. I'm not going to write the exam. How will you feel? Hurry, dumb, don't do this. Just write something and come. Yes or no? Or will you tell, very good, don't write, fail? What would you say?
Just try.
Try, right? So that's what Krishna is going to tell. So this is what he's telling. You are assuming you are 2 types, right? You are a learned person, so-called. Then you know that body will have rebirth. Not body, I mean your soul will be eternal and the body keeps coming up again and again. But if you're so dumb, if you only think that there is only one lifetime, then you don't have to worry because soul is born along with you and it's going to go. It means it's a bunch of chemical. Will any of you cry if you lose a soap in the house? Will any of you cry if you lose a soap? Launch a police complaint. Hurry, my soap is lost or my chemical is lost. Yes or no? No, right? It's likewise. Here he is telling you don't have to worry at all. What He is saying, because he is going to talk about compassion. Either case, whether you think you're a bunch of chemical, you don't cry for chemical. Or if you think that you're going to be reborn, then they are going to come back with a new body, younger and smarter. Why are you worried? Is what Krishna is telling. Now, compassion, he handled. He has to go to the next one. Which is the next issue Krishna is going to solve? What is the next?
Sin.
Sin. Thank you. So sin. So let's go on. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Yeah, if anyone wants to read, you can
Ma'am,
go ahead.
ma'am, your voice is breaking a lot in between.
Yeah, I have a bad throat and fever, so I'm speaking very softly. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'll
Ma'am,
come
network issue,
closer.
I think so.
No problem. I'll come closer. Hare Krishna.
It's
Hato
because
va prap. I'll read the shloka. After that, you can read. Hato va prapsyasi savargam jitva va bhoksyasi mahim tasmat uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krishna jaya. Hare Krishna.
O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up and fight with the determination. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So now, okay, if you win, you will enjoy the earthly kingdom. Understood. But if you die, you will attain heavenly planets. Why? Why is Krishna telling that if you die, you will go to heaven? You all can guess.
Yodha ki death. Type something.
Right, but why will he go to heaven? What is the assurity that Arjuna will go to heaven?
Krishna told him that's why.
That is a very sweet answer. That is called Shravanam. That shows Shraddha, which means that hearing and then bringing confidence. Thank you so much. That is amazing. That is fine. For somebody like, you are so confident with Krishna, he will tell, okay, Krishna is telling, so I will hear. But there will be some people, right? Like our Prabhu's uncle, he will tell, how can you tell? How will you answer them?
Because he was Yodha and he died in that. So he will call Shurvir Yodha type something.
Yeah, very close. But thank you so much for trying. Anyone who dies in the battlefield, one is Kurukshetra, but even otherwise a Kshatriya who dies in the war fighting, gives up his life, goes directly to heaven. It is mentioned in Shastra because he is doing his duty. So he goes to a heavenly planet. So now Arjuna will go to heaven if he fights. If he wins, he gets heaven on earth, right? Because he'll get the kingdom. And if he loses, he goes to the heaven directly. So bumper offer. But if he does not fight, what happens? If he fights, there is no sin. But if he doesn't fight, it means he's doing a duty, right? He is not doing his duty and running away. Just imagine, what will you tell in the Pakistan border if the general comes back? How sweet of you. Will you tell that, or you'll tell, oh my God, you do this, I am finished, right? So people are not going to feel great about Arjuna. They are actually, it's wrong, right? Many people are dependent on Arjuna's fight because he is a Mahabharata, which means one time he can kill 60,000 people. He is very powerful. So imagine what we can possibly try and kill one person. That also I don't know whether we can do, but I'm just saying, but he can do 60,000 in one shot. So imagine what will be his run rate, right? So therefore it is very, very important that he is in the part of the military and he doesn't run away. Hare Krishna continues. What does he continue? Hare Krishna. Vajavadam shabahun vadishyanti tavahitah nindantastav samartyam tato dukkataram nukim. Hare Krishna.
Your enemies will describe you in many unkind words and scorn your ability. What could be more painful for you, Hare Krishna?
So let's think of Duryodhana. Is he going to tell Arjuna, you ran away? Thank you so much. Had you been there, I would have lost. Thank you so much. Will he say that? He will tell this fellow is scared he ran away. Though he knows Arjuna is compassionate. Is he going to take that tone, or is he going to tell this fellow ran away? What is he going to tell? What will he tell?
He tells Arjuna for being coward.
Yeah. So imagine he is a Kshatriya, right? For a Kshatriya, insult is so high, right? It's not like, exactly. Thank you so much. Nitya, oh, Acha, Sautik Mukherjee, soul is eternal, very true. Nitya, very nice. He was virtuous, beautiful word. Arjuna, that Arjuna is covered. Yeah, they will all think Arjuna is fit for nothing, right? So that is what he will think. So that can he tolerate, right? For a Kshatriya, insult is more than death. He can't do. So what is happening? Now third, what is the third issue? What-
Family tradition.
Okay. Family tradition comes when? Family tradition is the fourth one. So which is the third one?
No enjoyment.
Thank you. So no enjoyment only he addressed the second, right? He also told that you will go to the heaven. So he's going to come, right? Sin, you have to offer. No enjoyment, he's addressed. Offer, you will go. If you win, you will be in the earth. If you lose, you will go to the heaven. He's given that offer. Now the third one, yes, family tradition is coming. When will it come? It will come here, fourth one. So the third one, what did we leave? We spoke about compassion. We spoke about actually offer, no enjoyment. Now third will be sin, right? Sin is the order. So what happens? Neha vikramana sosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpam apyasya dharmasya dhrayate mato bhayat. Hare Krishna. Means anything done in devotional practice, there is absolutely no sin. Example, let's take Hanuman. Hanuman went to Sri Lanka and burnt Sri Lanka, right? Of course, there is a long story behind that. But however, does Hanuman become sinful?
No.
No. In fact, he is respected more than Rama, right?
Yes.
Yes, why? Because that's a benediction Rama told. He told that you are my devotee and you will be praised more than me. One, same way, Krishna is so merciful. There is this cute mouse which loves strawberry. What does the mouse do? The mouse actually does something very different. It sees this lamp in Krishna's altar and thinks it's a strawberry. And therefore it wants to eat that strawberry and it goes near it and gets burnt. Right? Now everybody, right, says, Krishna, Krishna, it's an accident. Krishna says, no, the mouse was so nice. You know, it came to save my lamb. Okay, and immediately Krishna gave moksha. So what are they saying? Swalpam apyasa. Swalpam means little bit. You do towards devotion, that means you will reach great heights. So that is what Krishna is telling, you know, telling about the mouse. Same rule for us, right? Even little bit you do in favor, Krishna never forgets. He just loves it. Now, on to the next. What is the next thing? And fourth one, family. You all told this. Family tradition. Now you will tell, I won't bother about family tradition. Now tell me, I will give a live incident, right? Do you all come across, and I'll tell you my personal experience. My dad used to tell me, my friends are coming. I have no idea who they are. Dress well. And I do not till today understand the definition of dress well. Okay. I'm sure, am I alone or you all also have experiences like this? And why do we dress well? Because our family tradition will go for a toss. We can't wear one shorts and t-shirt, which is our most comfortable fit. We will come before that guest and smile. Hello, uncle. Hello, auntie. Kaise aap? How are you? It's so nice. Would you like to have? Do you have all this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Why do we do all this? Because of the family tradition, right? Our family tradition should not go down. So we try and do. Otherwise, we can always tell, no, dad, forget it. I don't even know who is this guest and why should I listen? On top of it, I'm so well dressed, right? So, and I have to dress well. And what is your definition of dressing well? I don't know. And what is their judgment on me? That's another pain. But why do we do? Because we want to maintain the family tradition. So what is Arjuna telling? If there are no elders in the family, who's going to teach us the family tradition? We won't know what to do. We won't know how. See, because even for us, who teaches us all the great things to do? Or cooking, I will ask. Who taught your mom cooking? Who taught your mom cooking? Basic thing.
Her mother.
Grandmother, right? There could be cookbooks and all, but they would take the word of the grandmom. Same way, even if grandmom does not know to read, we will simply go by the word of mouth. They will tell what to cook. They will also tell what puja to be done on which day, what are to be followed. If it is some virat, what are the virat we do? All this is taught by our ancestors. Now, if they are not there, younger generation will not know what to do. right? And what happens completely? They will lose, right, their family tradition. If you lose family tradition, what happens? Women can get easily cheated by opposite people, right? They will come, there is no protection. So they can get fooled and they'll get carried away. Therefore, what happens? That will lead to unwanted progeny, which means lot of external invasion into the family will come. There will be no protection, which means all the children, coming generation will become very sinful. They won't follow tradition. They won't follow basic ethics, morals, all that will be lost. So that is what Krishna is saying. So let's see what they say in answer 5. Hare Krishna. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kuru nandana bahu shakyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Hare Krishna. So what does it say? The 5th answer. So he is saying indecision. I'm not able to take any decision. That's the 5th issue. So what does Krishna tell? He says Vyavasayatmika buddhi, which means your mind is not focused in one. Ekeha. Ekeha means one. You don't have one purpose. Vyavasayatmika means the mind is fixed. Buddhi means mind, right? Buddhi is fixed in one particular resolute mind. If it is fixed in one, which is Krishna conscious, then you'll have one circle. I'll explain. You throw one stone in a water pool, you will have one simple whirlpool kind of a thing which is formed, right? But if you throw 5 stones, you will have various centers, right? You'll have one center here, the other center will override this, the other center will go and disturb the other one, right? That is what he's saying. If you all have Krishna as the center, whether it's family or friends or relative, what happens? You will have common goal, right? You will not have confusion. Your decision will be clear. But if you have multiple centers, then it becomes center-centric. You'll have family-centric, relative-centric, right? Book-centric, exam-centric. Then centers are varying. If you have Krishna as the center, wherever it is, whether it's family or school or college or family, the center is defined. So it becomes more resolute. Your focus is more, so you will not be confused. When do we take a decision? What do you mean by indecision? Unable to take a decision. Why? Hare Krishna, why are we not able to take a decision?
Confusion because of confusion.
You're confused so much. So we are confused. One second. My voice, I'm trying to connect again. Yeah. So what is happening? We are just so confused. We are so confused. We don't know what to do. That is when we are indecisive, because we don't know to do or not to do. That is the major issue. But if you have one clear ambition, okay, today is physics exam, I have to go write physics exam, confusion is not there. Only when you're confused, you're not prepared, right? That becomes, no single goal. Thank you so much, Nisha. Yes. So no single goal, and that is when you get confused. So now he is telling Vyavasayatmika buddhi, have a single goal. That is Krishna, and you'll be focused. Now, this is a picture of Arjuna, and everyone, can you tell me who is this person? Who's he?
Dronacharya.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Yes, your Dronacharya is correct. And Ishvara, right? Fear of wrong step. That is also correct. So he asked everyone, what do you see? He said, everyone said, I can see the bird, I can see sky. Arjuna at that young age says, I can see the eye of the eagle. So can you see his focus is so clear, right? It has gone to the eye. So that is a speciality of Arjuna, right? Let's still go on. So what does Krishna say? What was Arjuna's idea? Arjuna is saying, I'm not able to decide, right? So I want to run away, literally. That is what he says. So Krishna is going to now explain a lot of things. So let's hear what Krishna has to say. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Prajahati Yada Kaman Sarvan Partha Manogatyan Atmanevatmana Tushtaha Stita Pragya Tadokshate. Hare Krishna.
The blessed Lord said, O Pratha, when a man gives up all the varieties of the senses, desire, which arise from the mental concoction, and when his mind finds satisfaction in the self alone, then he said to be in a pure transcendental consciousness. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
So what is he saying? So can anyone tell who is this little boy in this picture?
Prahlad Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Absolutely, Prahalad. At the age of 5, he was traumatized by his own father, right? Right? Vyavasa, he had a single focus, Krishna. So he was tortured by snakes. He was thrown from a mountain. He was kept under the legs of elephant. He was thrown in fire. Nothing happened to him. Why? Because he had fixed mind, right? It's very difficult to be like that, but we can try. Why? So if he gives up all desires, what happens? He finds satisfaction in Krishna alone. Like if he finds that satisfaction, then automatically he will be clear. Now, Sthita Pragya, he is going to introduce. What do you mean by Sthita Pragya? So this is something which Krishna is telling. So many times you'll see, what do you tell? If you have a younger brother or a sister, right? You don't tell, hey, you're dumb. You don't study well. You don't tell, right? You know that her friend gets more mark and you want to motivate her. How you tell? You will know she's sleeping a lot, but you will tell her or him, hey, I know you're tired and you're sleeping, but why don't you get up early? You know why? Because that girl gets more mark, maybe because she gets up a little early. Maybe you should also try that, right? You want to tell, hey, Dumbo, get up earlier. You don't want to tell that way. So you polish it and tell very nicely. You have to get up early. Then only you'll get more marks like him, right? Like that, Krishna is now trying to introduce Sthita Pragya. Who's Sthita Pragya? He is telling, because Arjuna says, I don't want to fight. So what do you want to do? I want to run away. Where? Forest. Has anyone ever felt they want to run away? I have felt many times. What about you all? Have you all ever felt in your life that you want to run away?
Yes.
Thank you so much. That was a honest answer, right? But if we run away, oh, thank you, Sautya Mukherjee. Yes, Hiranyakashipu, son of Prahlad Maharaj, right?
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Yes, you felt. Yes, but if we run away, will we go there and do sannyasi, or will we think of our mobile, our house, our family, our AC room? What will we think?
Family.
Right? So it will come back, right? It will come to us as family, relatives. All this will be bothering us. Why is all this bothering us? Because we are wanting to escape the situation, but we really don't want to do sannyasi. Likewise is Arjuna. Arjuna wants to run away because he doesn't want to fight, but he has no idea of taking sannyasi. So therefore now Krishna doesn't want to tell him, you're useless, you can't do sannyasi. He doesn't want to tell him because Arjuna will get defensive. Who told? I will do. Right? So he's trying to introduce Sthita Pragya. The term here, Dhira, Sthita Pragya, Sthitadir Muni, or Uttamadhikari. These words are interchangeably used. Who says that somebody who is very fixed, very learned, and very clear. So he is bringing this example, right? One more classic example is our Prabhupada. Why? We all saw, right? At the age of 69, with Indian 40 rupees, he went via cargo ship, had 2 heart attacks when he went in his first journey to US, right? And he just did 3 hours of Sankirtan just outside. And he today, ISKCON is the largest temple. It is just not easy, right? So he now talks about the qualities of Sthita Pragya. How does he eat? How does he sit? How does he talk? All this he introduces. Now he's moving into another concept. He's telling, I understand all of us want to do some things, right? For instance, all of us want to study hard and get marks. Yes or no? All of us want that. But then why are we distracted? The moment I see a mobile, why do I start playing? I know the exam is tomorrow. I don't want to play in mobile, but still I think 1 minute I'll play, but I get stuck. Why? Right? This is a question which Arjuna is posing. And let's see Krishna, what he is answering. Hare Krishna. Dhyayato vichayan pumsha sangastejo prajayate sangat sanjayate kama krodho avijayate. Hare Krishna.
While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he is very clearly saying, when you see a particular object, example, right? When you don't see, we also call it wine test, right? Why do they call wine test? A guy may become sober, go to a medical facility and get cured. As long as he does not see alcohol, he'll be under control. But the moment you show him alcohol, he will want to get addicted again. That is why they keep a wine test. But here Krishna is telling, don't do wine test and all. you please keep your objects, that is senses, away. How? Because the moment you see, right? Normally, when the mobile is in the other room in charge, you are very lazy to get up, go and see the mobile, unless it's important. But if the mobile is so handy by the side, right? What will happen? You have the tendency to immediately check what is there. I'll check to see the time. Then I will check there is one nice message. Oh, then I will be interested to see what message it is. Then I will get carried away and I will get deluded, right? Why? When the objects, right? When the senses come under the object, senses are the eyes in this case, object is a mobile. What happens? Attachment develops, right? Here, lust refers to greed, right? Lust does not refer to women and a girl lust. Here talks about any attachment is what is used as lust. Desire is what in turn used as lust. So the moment there is a sense object which gets in, you get totally confused. So that is what Krishna is saying. So let's hear 2.60. Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammohat smriti vibhramaha, smriti bhramsat buddhi naso, buddhi nasat pranashyati. Hare Krishna.
From anger, complete delusion arises, and from the delusion, bewilderment of the memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what is he saying? When you see that sense object, right? Now, if suddenly your WhatsApp is full and you're not able to see a message, what happens? You get angry. WhatsApp is full. There is no space. Yes or no? You get anger for no reason. Nobody has fought with you. Nothing. Why? Because you're disappointed. You want to check your WhatsApp. And that WhatsApp is full. And you get so angry. And you get completely, you get deluged. You get confused. And your mind is bewildered, which means you just don't know what to do. And because of that, once your mind is confused, what happens? Right? Your intelligence is lost because it stops thinking. So your switch focus becomes, instead of studying, goes to how can I clear up WhatsApp? How can I delete the large file? Oh my God. And from there it will go, this is a lovely video. I took it last year with my friends. Oh my God, what a memory. Now with COVID, mind is gone. What happens then from your physics and chemistry and maths and management? You are now falling down thinking of your WhatsApp. Happens or not? Happens very often for me. What about you all?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. So therefore, you fall down. Fall down means not literally falling off the chair. It means the moment you see an object, you get attached. Because of which you get lust. Lust means desire, right? And lust, because of the lust, what happens? If it is not satisfied, you get anger, right? And because of that, you are confused, right? You're delusionized, right? You're confused, you're fixed. And the mind is totally in a fix. And your intelligence is lost and totally you fall. So your purpose is totally gone. So that is what Krishna is telling. So what is he saying? So Arjuna is going to ask, where does this lust sit? Where does the lust sit? It says the lust sits in the mind, it sits in the intelligence, and it sits in the senses. Start first with the senses, then mind, and then intelligence. So these are the sitting places of lust. Why this happens? Because Arjuna is asking, Krishna, I know I have to do my duty. In spite of that, what is it that is stopping me from doing it? What is it stopping? I want to study maths. I really want to get marks, but what stops me? It is because of the desire to play with the mobile. Why is that desire coming? Because I want to play a fiddle around. Why? Because my eyes first got the object, right? The moment my sense saw the object, which is mobile, attachment came and it's a circle. I hope you can relate now. Hare Krishna. So now what happens? We are quickly going to revise. Compassion is first query. Krishna says we are not the body, we are the soul. This is called the Sankhya philosophy, very important. I am not the body, I am the soul, which means that we at any point in time are very important, right? Body will get new body, so you don't have to be compassionate. And even if you think body is not going to come back again, and if you think it's a bunch of chemical, fine, right? Second is no enjoyment. He says bumper offer. If you win, you have kingdom. If you die, you go to heaven. And sin. Oh my God, sinful. How can I kill my, my dada? How can I kill my guru, my cousins? No, he says in devotional service. Now, where is the devotion service? He's going to kill devotion because Arjuna is going to fight the war for Krishna. So there is devotional service here because he has to do it only as service, not think of what profit, which we will see in the third chapter. What does it mean? Everybody fights for a profit, right? No, we all study because we want a nice facility. We need that. But then what is Krishna saying? Is he telling not study? No, he's telling study. He's telling fight. Then what is it we should do is what we will be confused. So he says that do it for Krishna. And he'll explain in depth in the 3rd chapter. Now, 4th chapter is destruction of family tradition. What do you mean by destruction of family tradition? My family tradition will get destroyed because elders in the family are dead. So we should be a role model to prevent the Varna Shankara, right? Which means illicit progeny, unwanted progeny, because women will not have direction and people will misuse them. Therefore, the family tradition will be lost. Therefore, you have to follow this. If you don't fight, he's telling, if I fight, why? Is Arjuna an idiot? No, Arjuna is very intelligent, but he will take his own Veda for reference, right? And he will refer lower stand of Vedas. But now Krishna is telling here very clearly in 2.45, Traigunya Vishya Vega, Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna, Nirbandhyo Nitya Satyasya, Nir Yogakshema Atmavan, which means raise among the 3 modes. What are the 3 modes? Mode of ignorance. I don't know what to do. That's the lowest mode. Mode of passion. I do that because I need happiness. I factor is high, which is what Arjuna is in, right? First chapter, he is thinking, my family, I don't have enjoyment. Sin, I will get. My family will get destroyed. I am compassionate. I. He's only doing I, right? So Krishna is telling, forget this I factor and let's get to we, right? You would have come across many times, right? Have you come across? I have. Many times they'll say, this is my house, get out. This is my room, get out. This is my cabin, get out. Do you come across this kind of a situation? In school, this is my classroom, get out. That is very common. No, we are all outstanding students. Am I the only one who's an outstanding student, or do I have company?
Yes.
So silent. So all are goody students. Huh? So your teachers are all very happy with you and nobody throws you.
Backbench student.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. So nice, Hare Krishna. Somebody, at least one person is supported me finally. And coming back, indecision. So serve the Lord with firm, Vivasayatmika Buddhi, Ekeha, one determination, one resolute purpose. Then you will be clear, is what Krishna is saying. So this is what Krishna is saying. Therefore, with all this, now tell me, so far you were very, first chapter you were telling Arjuna is correct, Arjuna is correct. Now tell me Arjuna is correct or Krishna is correct.
Krishna.
Right? First time when I read or when I heard also, I thought, Arre, Arjuna is so correct, he is so nice. He's telling don't fight. And what are we talking? Why is Krishna confusing him? He's not. Why? Because we are talking about moral. Spirituality is above morality, right? This is not about ethics. This is about spirituality, which means it has morality and ethics all built into it. How? If a doctor has to cut a leg because the person is going to die, is it right or wrong? Right or wrong?
Yes, right.
Why? Because it is his duty. Now, killing a person, is it right or wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong. Okay. But the judge comes across a criminal who has done 10 murders and he wants to hang him. Is it right or wrong?
It depends on situation.
Absolutely. So it depends on the situation. Now tell me, judge has to release him because he should tell, oh my God, this boy must be having parents. He must be having wife, children. Should he be compassionate or should he follow his duty?
Follow his duty.
Exactly. Now these words, Arjuna, he will tell so nicely, Madhusudana, Keshava, all this means a lot, which you will read in the higher advanced group. What does it mean? He's sarcastically telling Krishna, Krishna, you are a Keshava, Madhusudana. You've killed the demon and you're asking me to kill my relative. That's so unfair, and he makes all kind of noise here. Why? Because here Arjuna wants to convince Krishna somehow or the other that he wants to run away, and that's the right answer. Though he is confused, he surrenders, but in his mind, he says, okay, wherever Krishna is going, he is bringing him back to square one. I want to run away. I want to run away. I want to run away. This is why the chapter 2 ends. This is the only chapter which tells I am not the body, I am the soul, which is the confidential knowledge, first confidential knowledge. So the 1 to 6 chapters talk about karma, right, which means duty. And second half talks about bhakti, and last talks about jnana. So why am I telling this? Now here very clearly Krishna is slowly putting a step in terms of do your duty. That is your karma. Karma means not fate. Here karma means your duty, right? So he will introduce him to this. So with this, we will end the chapter. You can type your doubts. 1 second. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, all of you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All of you. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I have a bad throat, so I'm keeping my voice very low.
It's okay, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And any doubts you can type in, or I'm going to show you a video for all the mamas, uncle. Thank you so much, Anuja. Hare Krishna. For all the uncles who had this doubt, right? Science. Do you all believe in science? Now, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. There is no doubt. You all believe in science. Even management students here believe in science, right? So now what is happening? CT scan. Approximately tell me how many years back CT scan was invented? How many years ago CT scan was invented?
100 to 120 years back.
How many years? I don't know that figure though.
Approx
Maybe right.
120 years back only.
Okay. So you're sure that CT scan quality is also changing. When you're a child and when your parents were a child, the CT scan quality has improved. That when your parents were a child and when they were checking CT scan, they would have seen a lump. When you're a child, they could be seeing something more clearly. Now, when your child comes, they can see the fingers. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Huh? No, anyone, you can disagree. You feel free to disagree also, but I'm just asking you. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Agree.
Lens
Thank
is
you so
always
much.
modified.
Yes, so the quality keeps changing. So now there is no CT scan, you all know for clear during Krishna's time. 5,000 years ago, you all are agreeing there is no CT scan, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, anyone has a different feeling? Anyone feels, so I agree. Okay, so because CT scan is something which I don't know if I knew about it. I don't know if my granny even knew what it is. So now many of you all asked, is Shastra's true? Is Shastra's mystic? So I have a separate video for that. But for now, there is a very nice video which I want to play. This content is in Srimad Bhagavatam. So what is Bhagavad Gita? It's a song of God, right? What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Srimad Bhagavatam is the song about God, which means all the devotees here, 700 shlokas are there. Krishna spoke in 45 minutes. You all know this. Srimad Bhagavatam, all his devotees were talking about him. Why? We all are telling, no, is it possible to do this? Array, not at all possible. Right? So, Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, last chapter talks about birth again and death, which means 5,000 years back, they have told how a fetus is formed. This particular video, technically, generally they don't show for you. But I take the liberty, assume that all of you are youth adult. So I'm going to share this video. Mohandas Prabhu, I'll share, not a problem.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you so much, because I managed to find that video in my dabba. One second. And also many of you had doubts on the quiz, not Canto 1, it's Canto 3. Just 1 second, I will play this. And doubts on Mohandas Prabhu is there. Some of you had messaged, I'm sorry I didn't reply. But Mohandas Prabhu is here to solve all your doubts. Where is my video? I can hear here. Can you hear the audio? Yes. Okay. Can you see? I don't think you can see the screen.
No, ma'am, it is. We are unable to see the video.
Yeah. How can you see?
No.
You only see yours.
Can't see the video.
Share the complete screen.
Screen.
Can you see? Can you hear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, it is fine.
Yes.
Body is the one usable. Then the body is finished and the soul again enters another body. This is called transmigration. What is the next body you are going to get? You must have information.
retreat? You're actually in the middle of the workshop right now, sleeping. This is your first lesson in training.
Hare Krishna. Did you enjoy the video? Because I thoroughly enjoyed. So this is given 5,000 years. You read Bhagavatam Canto 1? Oh, very nice, Mukherjee. Good to hear that. So this will come in Canto 3. Go in the order, even if you're going slow. Srimad Bhagavatam, if you don't read in your life, I feel you're really losing something. We say, no, normally when you don't go for this shopping, when you don't go for this movie, you are missing something. Trust me, I don't read books. I don't like books. The only book I read is my management when there is absolutely no choice. But Srimad Bhagavatam is something which I really enjoy. So for somebody who is not a book reader like me, if I enjoy, you can imagine how it is. Exactly. We used to think mother suffers. So now you see mother external suffering. And why do you need to know Shastra? Today we have mothers who say, I want biryani, I want ice cream. But do you understand with all this spice, how much pain the child goes through? Why? Because we do not have knowledge, right? Science without, religion without philosophy, that's the situation. Today we say you should not eat spice. Why? Why not? Why should I not? If you tell the mother, the child will have this trauma, no mother will touch. But the fact of it is, no mother is informed because today the situation has become, it's a religion, it's a sentiment, it's a fanaticism, right? But if you give the reason, and that is one reason why I wanted to read Bhagavad Gita, because we need to have answers for the next generation, right? So yes, I'm going to share the YouTube, and this is also recorded, so you can see that. Hare Krishna. Not all videos will be able to record. This one I can, because this one is ISKCON, so not an issue. But every day we will share some videos, including our Albert Einstein, one video in German, but then in the class I'll share. So why am I telling is, how is it possible? Now 5,000 years back they told this. Not only this, even cow dung is an antiseptic. This was told so many years back, and today US has taken a patent and we have been following it. How they knew? That is what, which there is. Shastras are like, Vedas are like word of the mother. None of you will go and tell, when the mother says this is the father, you don't ever tell that I want to check. All of you, anyone has told, okay, you're saying, but how do I know he's the father? Let's do a DNA test. Anyone has ever told? Unless you leave the movie complicated stories, but normally I don't see any child will tell. You're telling why? Because mother's word is something which a child blindly believes, right? So are the Vedas. Vedas are like the mother. They don't go wrong because they are not man-made. And they are God written. We will see more about the Vedas tomorrow, day after, and all that, right? And if there are no other doubts, Mohandas Prabhu can help you with if there are any specific doubts to the subject. Otherwise, I'll pass the phone to Zoom to Mohandas Prabhu. You have doubts on quiz, you can unmute and ask. And Prabhu, you can share your number also in the group, so you all can ping.
Sure.
Yeah, Prabhu, where are you? Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Yes, Prabhu, we can start. I will go.
Yeah, I'm just going. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's, Mataji's. I'm just going to share my number in the chat.
And if you have doubt, if you want to register, some of you all have, one or two of them have written that you have a challenge in registration. Please speak. He's right here for you. So if you want, he can run you through. He's also shared the number for you all. But if you have a challenge, he can take you, navigate you through the class. And we will keep chat open for 1 hour. I request you all not to post anything even related to ISKCON, but any of your doubts, any of your challenges, please write there and we will revert you. Is there any other doubts? Okay, now can you explain what Arjuna meant by no enjoyment? Arjuna, what he says, okay, I'll explain this to you in your language. Now, you are finishing your college. and you're buying an island, okay? And in that island, you're building a beautiful house. You're the only person in the island, and in that house, you're the only person. You're the only person. Will you be happy? Yes or no? You can unmute and talk. Nitya, Hare Krishna. No. Why won't you be happy? Your dream is to build a beautiful house in an island. Your dream has come true. Won't it make you happy? No. Why? Because we need people. We need relationship. So Arjuna feels there is no enjoyment because he feels even if he wins the war, all are dead, right? His uncle is dead. His father is dead. Father in the sense, all those in the father's state. His teachers are dead. So he feels too weird. He feels, he's just upset. He doesn't know what to do, right? So he sees absolutely no happiness at all. So that is the challenge which he's facing. He feels that there is absolutely no enjoyment because all the people with whom he wants to enjoy are dead. What will he do? Just like we having a huge house. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nitya. Hare Krishna. Finally got it. I have convinced. Any other question? Any other question? Okay, if there are no other question, no other question, let me end the session, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's meet for the chapter 3 tomorrow again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You want to end the meeting? You're the host, so
Yes, I would.
thank you so much. Hare Krishna.